Hey folks, Mark here. Thanks for dropping by RC Aviation Crawling. There might be a little background noise because I got a fan going in here. It's 92 degrees here in Bend, Oregon, and my dog Jimmy's in here with his full-time fur coat on, so got the fan going. So as you know from the title, I've got a new do-it-yourself project that I want to do. Now, on that note, I've got several projects that I've made videos about that I want to do, but I haven't been able to do them yet for various reasons. Moving, lots of vet appointments with my dog to get his health squared away real good. So anyway, one of those that I've mentioned before is I want to pick up a Blade 230S V2 and make a do-it-yourself scratch build Bell Jet Ranger 206L Long Ranger cowling fort and tail boom cover. So that's one project that I've made a video about. Haven't done it yet, but it's going to happen. And then what else? Another one is a scratch build, scratch balsa build carbon cub. Still going to do that one. But right now, this one I'm inclined to do put up at the top of the list. Now, if you watch Full Scale Bush Planes, and I think all general aviation planes, and probably all planes, period. I think they all have wheel brakes, folks. Now I know for sure that the bush planes do, because you can see the videos of the bush planes where they'll be sitting in a tail down orientation like this, and they will apply the wheel brakes and they'll lift that tail up like this, you know, like that. Tails up, but well, you can't see anything down there. Should we move this so we can see it better? Can we see something there? Yeah. So you've seen the full-scale videos where the pilot will be inside the cub or whatever bush plane it is, and they'll wind up the throttle and they'll have the wheel brakes on, and that allows them to lift the tail like. Get it? I'm stuck on my radio back here, folks. Let's try this one more time, and let's do it right. Okay. There we go. Let's see if we can do it this way. So, change position here. Alright, so now we can see what I'm trying to do. Anyway, if you watch the full-scale bush plane STOL takeoffs and landings, well, the most STOL takeoffs of all that I've seen involve starting off like we see now, down on tail wheel on the mains, and then wheel brake is applied and throttle is increased greatly so that the plane can come up off the tail like this, and it's running at pretty high throttle, and the wheel brakes are the only thing holding it, and then they cut the wheel brakes, up the elevator big time, up the throttle big time, and off they go, taking off in a very small amount of space. Yeah? So, but in order to do that, you gotta have wheel brakes. So I want to make some wheel brakes for my mall. Now, I'd be showing you the mall right now, but it's up in the airplane hangar loft, up above, below the ceiling. So I'm showing you on this here sweet carbon cub S2. So that's my plan, to have those wheel brakes. Now, and I'm going to install them on the mall. So with the mall, I'm only using, with the mall, I've got 6 channels on my NX6, which means I can have fly an airplane with both flaps and retracts. But I'm not using retracts on the mall, obviously, so my plan is to use that 6th channel that would normally be for retracts. I will assign that to a switch, and that switch will control a servo, and it'll be a 3-position switch. And what my plan is to install, and again, we're looking at the carbon cub, but we'll pretend it's the mall. But I install a servo. Let's see if we can. I install a servo on the inside of the landing gear strut on the mall, and it goes down like this, and then I've got an arm down here. And the idea is that the arm has a pad on it, right? So the arm swings in and rubs against the interior of the wheel. Yes, can we get some light on the subject? We can. Okay. Yeah. So the idea is that there's a servo. Can I have a pointer? Here we go. Okay, so the idea is that I attach, let's see if we can get a better angle. This is better. So the idea is that I attach a servo here, okay, and down here is where the arm is, and I set it up so the arm can swing over and come up against the interior of this wheel, right? So the arm will be out here, and then when I go into the switch position number 1 that I've assigned the servo to, then the arm will come in and touch the interior of the wheel with the pad that's on the arm. It'll touch it lightly. So again, the switch off will be not touching the interior of the wheel. The switch in the position number 1 will bring the arm with the pad on it up against the interior of the wheel, but gently, for slowing, not for stopping. And then if you switch into position 2, well, that will move the servo even farther, and that will be for stopping, right? It'll move the servo in even tighter against the interior of the wheel, and that'll be for stopping. Again, switch it all off, no wheel braking. Switch to position 1, you got light wheel braking for slowing, not for stopping. Position 2, you got heavy wheel braking for stopping, and it's pressure system. That's my plan, folks. I don't know how long it'll take me to do it, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it. You know, that is, you know, I mean, when I start working on it, if the whole thing looks like it just isn't gonna work at all, and just definitely will not work, well then I won't. I'll stop. But if I'm successful on the ground in installing some wheel brakes, and they work, you know, when I look at them and I see the way they operate with the plane on the ground, and they work, they do what I've intended them to do, well then we'll try it. First, slowing down on the ground using the wheel brakes. Try that, and we'll try the full brake lock. Rev the throttle, lift the tail of the plane, and then release the brakes, full up elevator, and a takeoff. So we'll try that too. Okay, so we'll try. If this whole thing comes to fruition, and I really figure it will, most of my little projects do sooner or later. If this comes to fruition, then we'd have operating wheel brakes. Again, to slow ground. Let's say you're landing on pavement and you're coming in a little bit hot, and you're gonna have a whole bunch of rollout. You can apply just a little bit of position 1 brakes, wheel brakes, just a little bit, just enough to slow you a little bit. Maybe slow you by a third. Maybe slow you down by 1/3. Yep. And then when you get to where you're ready to stop, maybe it's windy. Wants to blow the plane backwards. So then you go for full wheel brake. Okay, that's my plan. See you soon. Bye.